Ladies and gentlemen, this information God want I send into the NASA, ESA, European NATO in April. They raising in the space to the side of Canada and freezing government of Canada internet, because I am in Canada for basically from 10 years ago. I raised the mission of God, which is here. You can see that. But Canada from this department, Canadian Security Service, which is I put the sign of the sword under building and cause. They did crime behind my future, behind my immigration, behind my documents by Muslim terrorists inside this department, inside the Ottawa, to Toronto, to Quebec, Montreal, to the BC Vancouver even, they are exist. Before God want to bring this attack by space, by the major disaster happening to all the satellite technology weapon in the space, and not to NASA be responsible for this attack and facing disaster in space by 10,000 trillion damage. God want you freezing this man here, which is here I bring it. This is their flag. This is this man just into that. This is angel of the God raising on the investigation to their country. If you don't do that according to the information I have, the space God side will attack, and this is the Canada happening, ladies and gentlemen, because God command to the angel in April to attacking government of Canada, but they must bring from space technology weapon down, which is the NASA we will responsible for before they attack. And this lady want to bring government of Canada be removed completely on the criminal investigation on the terrorist movement. God bringing their government on the world news by this, ladies and gentlemen. And this is going to be to the by angel coming to you, CIA Facebook, for this, to destroying Islamic Muslim inside the CIA building by nuclear atom. God released him by space, mister. Because there be no room, I can tell you right now, mister, for Muslim terrorists in the world, from inside the CIA to inside this piece of shit country, Canada. They are going to be killed or they are going to be removed, their government. So I am sending you, mister, here, CIA Facebook, you casting this to NASA very soon. If you don't freezing Islamic Muslim inside the Facebook by putting them all in the jail, arrest all these people. I bring him to you, ladies and gentlemen, here. Check out this one.
Knocking out power grids. Sounds like science fiction. It's not.
Solar activity is ultimately
behavior of the sun and provide a warning system.
Particles coming from the sun. These will interact with the Earth's magnetic field.
They call it a coronal mass ejection, or CME, and the visible manifestation is a beautiful aurora borealis. But not everything is pretty about their impact.
They cause a strong perturbation that can cause currents to be induced in long conductors like power systems. And the impacts of this can be quite wide-ranging, from voltage fluctuations within operating parameters to more extreme events where we would see a blackout of the system.
Charged particles from solar flares are pulled in by the Earth's magnetic field and drawn towards the North and South Pole, so we are at a greater risk.
Canada is one of the countries that's most vulnerable to the impacts of solar activity and space weather.
This keeps Fiore and her colleagues at the Canadian Hazards Information.
Ladies and gentlemen,